Okay, so let's start the geometry, honors geometry classes. This is one packet combined for section 1.1 and 1.2. In chapter 1, which is points, lines, planes, and angles. So these are basic figures in geometry that we will basically learn a lot of definitions. These two are combined in this packet. And after the section 1.3, we are going to have a quiz. And then we do two more, and then we have a test. Okay, so the objectives in this packet are: use the term equidistant. So I want you to write this down in your packet. Distance, equidistance or equidistant. And use the undefined terms point, line, and plane. Okay, so these are the three undefined terms in geometry: the point, line, and plane. And draw representations of points, lines, and planes. Representations are kind of like diagrams that you draw. So we practice drawing diagrams and use the terms collinear, coplanar, and intersections. Okay, so this chapter really is understanding what these terms are and being able to identify them correctly and being able to draw them on the paper. Okay, so we're just gonna skip these pages and we go straight to 1.2. I'm gonna touch that in the class, the 1.1. Okay, so we're gonna go straight to the definitions. Okay, so the points are point doesn't have any size. Okay, so each dot on the television screen suggests the simplest figure studied in geometry, a point. Although a point doesn't have any size, so it doesn't have any size. Okay, there's no area, no size, no length, nothing. It is often represented by a dot that does have a size. So when we represent it on the paper, it has a size. But by definition, the point in geometry does not have any volume or size. You usually name point by capital letters. It's important. Points are in capital letters. Point A and B are pictured at the right. So the point A and B. Okay? Now, the lines. All geometric figures consist of points. Line is a collection of points. One familiar geometric figure is a line, which extends two directions without ending. So it extends to two directions without end. Although a picture of a line has some thickness, the line itself has no thickness because the line is a collection of points which itself doesn't have any sides. So it cannot have any thickness, and the line does not have end. So these arrows represents the fact that there is no end. Okay, so often a line is referred to by a single lowercase letter, such as line L. Okay, so the points are capital letters and lines are expressed with one alphabet. Or if you know that line contains the points A and B, you can also call a line AB, denoted by the AB with a line above it with two arrows. Okay, or line BA. So line AB and line BA are the same thing because these are collection of points that go through point A and B. Okay. All right. Now planes. So that's the third term of undefined terms. I'm gonna talk about that after. Okay. So a geometric plane is suggested by a floor, wall, or tabletop. So this is a collection of lines. So line was a collection of points, and plane is a collection of the lines. Okay. Unlike a tabletop, a plane extends without ending and has no thickness. Okay. So just like line goes no ends to both sides. The plane is also no end, even though it's drawn like there is an edge to it, but the plane does not have any end and also doesn't have any thickness. Okay, it's no thickness. Although a plane has no edges, we usually picture a plane by drawing a four-sided figure shown below. We often label plane with a capital letter. Okay, so the plane M and so forth. Undefined terms. In geometry, the terms point, line, and plane are accepted as intuitive ideas and are not defined. Okay, these undefined terms are often used in the definitions of other terms, such as those at the top of the next page. Other terms like the collinear and nonlinear and so forth. Okay, all right, so space is a set of all points. Collinear points are points all in one line. Okay, so space is a collection of planes. Okay, so since the line is a collection of points, and the plane is a collection of lines, and space is a collection of planes, space is actually set of all points is a space. Okay, no ends, no limit. Okay, now collinear points are points all on one line. If you can draw a line that goes through all those points, then these points are called collinear. Okay, so these 2 points are collinear. These 2 points are collinear. These 2 points are collinear. These 2 points are collinear and so forth. But these 3 are not collinear because there's no one line that can go through all 3. These 4 points are non-collinear and so forth. All right. Now, similar concept. This is coplanar. If there is a plane that can contain all points, those points are coplanar. Okay. So these 3 points are coplanar. But these 3 points and this one is non-coplanar because there's no plane that can go through all these 4s. Okay, these and these are coplanar. Okay, but this with this and this are non-coplanar. Okay, and I'm gonna go more in detail in class that any 3 points are always coplanar, just like any 2 points are always collinear. There is always a line that can go through 2 points. There is always one plane that can go through 3 points. Like there is a plane here that can go through these 3 points and so forth. Okay. Words used to describe relationships between points. Okay. A is in line L, or A is on line L. L contains A. L passes through A. L and H intersect in O or at O. Or you can say O is the intersection of line L and H. Okay. K, the line K and P are in M. This line is sitting on this plane and also this point is in this plane. Okay. M contains this line and also point P. J intersect the plane M at point A. P is intersection of line J and plane M. Okay. Now you, at the end of this chapter, you need to be able to draw this based on these descriptions. Okay. So that's a little bit tough, but we will practice. Plane M and N intersect in line XY. 2 planes always intersect with one line. Okay. XY is the intersection of a plane M and plane N. Line XY is in plane M and N. This line is in both this plane and this plane, and that's the intersection of 2 planes. Plane M and plane N contains line XY. All right, so let's do a couple of these practices and we are done with this video and we do more problem in the class. Okay, these are just practice to get idea all those bunch of vocabularies that we just learned. Okay, so classify each statement as true or false. Okay, so line XY intersects plane M at point O, so that's true. Okay, plane M intersects with XY in more than one point. No, the plane can intersect with line only once. Okay, if it intersects here, it cannot intersect with another point. So this is false. T, O, R are collinear. No, because there's no one line that can contain all those three, right? So this is a false. And X, O, Y, the point X or Y are collinear. Yes, it is collinear. There's this line that goes through those 3 points, so that's true. Okay. R, O, S, and W are coplanar. Yes, the plane M has all those points, so this is true. R, S, T. Wait. R, S, T, and X are coplanar. No, because these are coplanar, but X is clearly outside of the plane, so this is false. Okay, and R, X, O, Y are coplanar. So this is a tricky one. I want you to think about it. Okay, and we talk about this in class. Does a plane have edge? No, the plane is infinitely extending to the space, so no. Can a given point be in 2 lines in 10 lines? Can a given point be in 2 lines? I want you to think about this. Okay, this is a good one to think about. Can a given line be in 2 planes? Think. Okay. All right. And name the intersection. So we do this in the class. Okay, we are done. And make sure you do the survey. Okay.